So, I've only been up for about 30 minutes, at max. At max. If I look tired, well, it's because I literally just got up. Thing is I open my eyes. First thing I do, grab my tablet that was beside my bed, open it up, read One Piece, Boku no Hero, and The Promised Neverlands. While I was reading it, I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something going on today. I don't know, I had this feeling. I had this feeling that I had to check social media because something has happened. Go to social media. First thing I see is a Tokyo Ghoul Re anime adaptation announced with a trailer. And then all I could think of was, hello darkness, my old friend. How you doing there? How you doing there? How are you doing there? It has been a while. So, Okay, so I think everybody, let me just drink some water, okay? I'm just waking up. Oh yeah, so basically, thing is I think by now everybody knows my thoughts on the Tokyo Ghoul anime. I think everybody knows my thoughts process on the anime of Tokyo Ghoul, especially Rude. I have made this very clear so many times in the past, so I don't think my opinion on this subject is relatively unknown to everyone. Now, I do want to go over some things before I get into just straight up anger or whatever. I just want to talk about and clarify a couple of things, okay? So, basically, the anime of Tokyo Ghoul Re has been announced. There is a trailer. Now, the trailer, I don't know necessarily if the visuals in the trailer are actually representing what the anime is going to look like, or if it's such an early trailer announcement that this is, like, not the final product. For instance, the final look of the animation. So, I don't really know at this moment if the trailer really represents the animation. Because if I look at the animation of the trailer, it actually looks 1,000 times better than Studio Clown's animation from Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 and the abomination of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. So, I'm just gonna say right now, animation looked good in the trailer, but we gotta remember, it's a trailer, so trailers are supposed to look good, but also, because of how early it is, and how there was very little footage in the trailer, obviously it'll look better than normal. So, I'm not gonna really factor that in. The big thing, though, is the trailer came out, and it was announced. Now, with the announcement, there is really no information that's really been dived into. There's, like, no exact release date for it, but also on top of that, we don't know the studio that is working on Tokyo Ghoul Re. Now, this is what I want to quickly clarify, okay? At this time, there is no studio announced, which, that is the only shining light in the distance that I am looking at when it comes to this announcement, is because there has not been a studio announced. And if we remember what has happened recently when it came to, like, One Punch Man was, removed from Madhouse, and then you had to where, it was taken by another, studio, JC Staff. So when we look at stuff like this, we know for a fact that it's possible for another studio to animate another season. It's a possibility. It's a thing. It can actually happen. Will it happen to Tokyo Ghoul? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know Tokyo Ghoul's incredibly popular. It sells like hotcakes. It's like a #1 seller in Japan and here in the States. It's really good. It sells a lot of copies, so it's definitely not an unpopular series that wouldn't print money, so that most likely is why it's getting a Season 3 in the first place. It's because of the popularity of it, of the manga, to the light novels, to, the live-action movie. I mean, it's obvious that's probably why it's getting a Season 3. It's just because of the popularity. Now, like I said, there has been no studio announced for Season 3. So, for all we know, it could be Studio Bones, it could be Madhouse, it could be Trigger Shaft, it could be Studio Clown once again. There is no studio that has been announced for it at all. So, that right there, I guess that's a blessing. That's a good thing. In the grand scheme of things, that's a good thing, because maybe there'll be an announcement like 5 or 6 months from now, and it'll say, oh, Studio Bones is picking it up or something. That would make me jump for joy. I'd be like, yes. I'd be like, yes. But honestly, I doubt it. I really doubt it. But we'll see where that goes. Regardless, though, let's talk about my problems with this, okay? Now, I'm just gonna say, this is my biased opinion, what I'm about to say. So if you don't like my biased opinion on how I feel about the Tokyo Ghoul anime, do not continue on with this video, because I don't want to upset you. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't want to upset you. So please, leave the video if you don't want to hear my biased opinion on my thoughts on it, okay? I was just giving you the information that's out, and that's it. Now I'm going to get into my thought process. So, my problems with this, okay, is the fact that the first 2 seasons are a stain, a big smudge on the series. Season 1 was kind of acceptable. I mean, there was a lot of things removed, and it just didn't have that same life what made Tokyo Ghoul so good. They decided to adapt Tokyo Ghoul as like a battle shonen than an actual seinen in Season 1. Season 2 came around, it seemed like they tried to go a little bit deeper with the deeper themes of Tokyo Ghoul, but what they decided to do was just throw out everything that made Tokyo Ghoul what it was. They lost the entire point of it, and it doesn't even help the fact that they threw out Ishida's script. Just doing a brief FYI, if you're unaware of this information, Tokyo Ghoul Route A is anime original, okay? It's anime original, and a lot of the stuff in Route A actually is what Ishida wrote. For instance, he wrote a lot of the content. Like, he wrote the entirety of the anime original, but here's the catch, though. Studio Clown, they decided to throw out, like, a big script. Like, this man had, like, a book. Ishida Sui had a massive, like, script book, basically. He wrote for the entirety of that anime, but it was thrown aside. They didn't even keep any of his details at all. They're like, no, we're not listening to your script, and they just threw it on out, and they did their own thing. And so that right there is why I really did not like Route A. It was not the fact that it just deviated from the manga, it was the fact that this just disrespect to the actual author of the series. They just threw out the man's script. Like, he was trying to somehow save the series, somehow save, you know, the anime, because after how Season 1 wasn't nearly as good as how it could have been, he tried to probably save it with Route A, and then they didn't even do that. They didn't even listen to the man. They threw out the man's script for the story, and they did their own thing, and which is why Route A turned out so bad. Now, it's not just that either. It's not just the fact that they threw out the script, but let's also look at the content that happened in Route A. Route A is effectively Season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul's anime, okay? It is Season 2, and Tokyo Ghoul Re is Season 3. That just got announced. So, Season 2, Season 3. Okay, now, the entirety of Season 2, no joke, is straight up filler. It is not canon. The entirety of Season 2 is not canon. There is just so much different that you can't even consider it canon whatsoever. Here's the thing. It followed the manga, okay? It followed the manga in a way. Even though it's anime original, and they announced it to be anime original, it followed the manga. But it deviated so much, it was kind of like 2 separate parallel universes. That's basically what it was. It's like going down 2 different timelines, and the events are somewhat similar, but there's just so much different with it, you just can't even recognize the original. But that's basically what was happening. You had these some similar events going on from the original manga, but they were vastly different, and they just held no weight whatsoever compared to its counterpart. And so when we got to the destination, the final end point, what happened there was drastically different. Let's talk about what happened, okay? So, one of the big things that really makes the anime of, you know, Route A so bad, and why it's just not possible to continue on with a Season 3, is the fact that at the end of Route A, Hide dies. He legit dies. It's not like a symbolic death or you're wondering and questioning, did he actually die or whatever, because that's how the end of Part 1 was. Many have been questioning for years now, did Hide get eaten by Kaneki? Did he die? And that's what we've all been wondering about for so long now. But it was never clarified or confirmed if he died. But that's what many of the fan bases were just trying to wonder about Tokyo Ghoul, like, did he die? But with Route A, the ending basically solidifies the fact that he did die. Hide died. You had Kaneki carrying him at the end, and basically the anime ended. So Hide did die. There is no question about that. No questions. He died. In the anime, Hide died. That's the problem here, though. Route A would not be able to continue into a Season 3, because you know what? Because majority of you are probably manga readers. I'm just going to go into it. Basically, Hide is alive. It has been confirmed in the latest chapters that Hide is still alive. He is Scarecrow. And without Scarecrow, Kaneki would not be where he's at in this series. Even though he's a nugget right now. He wouldn't be at, like, where he's at right now, okay? Basically, Scarecrow was helping him out throughout the entirety of Tokyo Ghoul Re. And Scarecrow is Hide, and he has no voice, like, he can't even speak anymore because of Kaneki and how he, like, ripped his throat and all that. He can't even speak properly. So, if you look at the events of Route A, it's just not possible to, just because of that plot point alone, because that's how important the plot point is, it's not even possible for them to actually continue on to a reanime. Now, another thing to look at as well is the fact that there is a lot of things cut out, like Dr. Kano's scene. Like, Dr. Kano's completely cut out of Season 2. Like, there's a lot of his content cut out, so you don't get the exact message of what's really important when restarts. And then we have other little details here and there, nitty-gritty stuff that's just cut out, and it won't make sense if they try to adapt to Season 3. So let's talk about the point of if they do adapt it. What is it? So if they adapt Tokyo Ghoul Re, which they are adapting it, are they going to be able to follow Route A? No, they're not going to be able to follow Route A, because if they follow Route A, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be an absolute mess of an anime adaptation. The only thing I could see going on here that would be any reason to be good would be the fact that they decide to just completely disregard the first season and second season and then just adapt Re, which in a way doesn't make much sense, because when you're making an anime, usually the anime is there to kind of advertise, the manga, or just, carry on, especially if you're making like a season 2. It's there to kind of continue on from the previous stuff. Since Route A, or Tokyo Ghoul Re, I get my names confused. Since Tokyo Ghoul Re is technically like, season 3, it makes no sense that they don't follow the first and second season. Why would you skip so far ahead to, like, part 2 and then animate this properly when you couldn't even do the first part? Just give us a reboot. Just give us a reboot of the series, because you're not going to be able to bring in new fans. Like, that's what an anime's for. It's to bring in new fans, bring in, more popularity for the series. But if they don't even properly adapt the first 2 seasons, then this is only for the manga readers, which I'm fine with if it is properly adapted. But the point stands is anime is supposed to increase the fan base. It's supposed to make it popular, and if they're just making it for the fans, I do appreciate that fact. It doesn't work, because an anime should be to bring in more people, not just keep the same people. And anyone that's on the anime that have watched the first 2 seasons will probably be completely lost with Route, or Tokyo Ghoul Re, or whatever. They'll be completely lost. They won't even know what is going on because of the details and how the ending of Route A was. So I don't even know. I don't even know. Just like, this is, oh my, I'm done. I'm done. This is the big Tokyo Ghoul announcement. So I just pray that the popularity of Tokyo Ghoul is increased to a point to where Shida actually gets a say sometimes now. I do hope he gets a say on the anime, because if he doesn't, it's gonna be another tragedy. Not a good tragedy. It's going to be a tragedy where it's just very depressing, because what it could have been. So I'm ending it there. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Just let me know your thoughts, and like the video if you like the video, dislike it if you don't like my rant. I understand why many would not like it, because I know there is some anime onlys out there that somehow enjoyed the anime. So if you dislike my video, dislike my video. If you like my video, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. And if you want to support me for I could continue to focus on YouTube, please go in the description, support me on Patreon. It helps me out a lot. So I love you guys. Please be safe. Chibi out.